Hello again everyone. In this video tutorial I am going to show you a very simple trick to divide any number by 5, 25 and 125. So let's look at the very first example, 32 divided by 5. I do not want you to divide by 5. Forget about this thing. I want you to look at on the numerator on the top, what number is it? 32. I want you to instead multiply by 2. So when you multiply, 32 times 2 is going to be what? 64. Now the next step is, once you are done, your decimal is on this side, and now I want you to shift it one digit to the left. So that's going to become what? 6.4, and that is your complete answer. Piece of cake. Now look at this example, 716 divided by 5. Once again, do not divide by 5. Instead, 716 multiply by 2. That is going to give you, once you multiply it, it's going to give you what? 1432. And once again, you have to shift your decimal one unit to the left. So that's going to become, your answer is 143.2 is your answer. How about look at this thing, 40815 divided by 5. Once again, do not divide by 5. Instead, multiply this whole number on the top by 2. Once you multiply by 2, that is going to give you what? Simple, isn't it? 8, 1, 6, 3, 0. And now what you're going to do next, I want you to just shift your decimal one unit to the left. It's going to show up right up here. So this could also be written as 8, 8, 1, 6, 3. And that is your answer to this problem. Now let's focus on this problem when we are dividing by 25. Once again, do not divide by 25, and whenever you are dividing by 25, you must multiply the top number by 4, always by 4. So right now when you multiply, this is going to become what? 8, 4, 8. So that's what you got. And now we're going to be, in that case, we will be moving our decimal 2 units to the left. So it's going to shift up right here, 2 places. So that's your answer right now. 8.48 is your answer. How about look at this example over here. 3021211 divided by 25. Once again, do not divide by 25. Instead, this whole top number multiply by 4. Once you multiply this one by 4, step by step, that's going to give you what? 1. Let me write down over here. 1, 2, 0, 8, 4, 8, 4, 4. So that's a big number, isn't it? So now, once again, I want you to move your decimal 2 digits to the left. So it's going to show up right up here. And that is your complete answer. Now let's focus on these two examples. Over here, 2 over 25. Once again, do not divide by 25. Instead, multiply the top by 4. And that is going to give you what? Simply 8. Now, the next issue is we have to move our decimal 2 units to the left. So can we write this thing? I can write as many zeros on the left hand side, isn't it? I can write this 0 and what? This 0. I can write these zeros. I can write as many. So be careful. And now I can move this decimal 2 digits to the left. So our answer is going to be what? 0.08. Awesome. How about this one? Once again, 4528 divided by 25. Once again, do not divide by 25. Instead, multiply the top by 4. And once you multiply top by 4, that's going to give you what? 18112. So that's what you got. And now once again, you have to put decimal to right up here. That's your answer. And finally, look at this example. This time we are dividing these example by 125. Once again, do not divide by 125. Whenever this is the case, this time we will be multiplying by 8. Always multiply by 8. Once you multiply this one by 8, that's gonna give you what? 81688. And now since you have a 125 at the bottom, now we're gonna move the decimal point 3 digit to the left, so it's gonna be right up, right before, right after 3 digits from the right. So it's gonna be what? 81.688 is your answer. And finally, over here, look at this thing, 34 over 125. Do not divide by 125. Instead, multiply the top by 8, and that's gonna give you what? 272. So that's what you got. And now you know that we have to put a decimal. We have to move the decimal 3 unit to the left. So that's going to show up right up here. And you can put a 0 right here. And that is our answer. I want you to practice this one. And I promise you, you're going to love this method and you're going to be doing fine. Thanks a lot. Bye.